traímos bomba para fincar y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bomba para fincar y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón.
A Double-A manager has called one of his young players in for a word. The word is good. Within 48 hours, this player will be in a new.
He recently got the call to AAA, and he is now within shouting distance of the major leagues. But for now, he'll have to prove that he can compete and excel at this AAA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is here with me today. How does AAA prepare a player for the majors in a way that AA doesn't?
Yeah, I think it's changed a lot in recent years. They used to always say that if you could compete at AA, you could play in the big leagues. And that might be true, but you're seeing fewer and fewer players make that double jump up to the big leagues. Organizations want their prospects to play in AAA. I think it's another level of challenge. It's kind of an incremental step rather than throwing them right into the fire of a big league competition. You have a lot of guys at the AAA level who have big league experience. They know how to play at that level, and so he'll face that kind of level of competition, but he'll also be able to pick the brains of guys on his own team who have been there, so when that call does come for him to make it to the big leagues, he'll be ready.
on the deck. We need to stretch. Mama the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone, king on the throne, I'm about to flex. Come on, I'm throwing that body up home and show me who next. Playing the field, look alive, slide, line, drive like Dion on prime time. I burn down when I settle in, I break ground. Feel the bass when you not around. Golden glove with a triple crown, I raise the ring cause I hold it down. I'm about to chase money in case, clean up base, pick up the pace. I'm about to chase money in case, clean up base. Got a convoy if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it, going live cause it is show. Got a convoy if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it, going live cause it is show. Pick up the pace. 2 scene ain't enough, 4-tie team is us. Man, I'm first, I'm second, I'm third. I'ma have to clean it up. I done went yard, they all gone, now alien beamed it up. That contract, they want me back. I'ma have to green it up like being way raw, really feel fine. Worry about y'all, it's just my time. I got my swing right, that's a green light, that's just my sign. This one the ring light, if you missed out, better press rewind. I'm just a highlight reel, to do what I do, take skill. I'm about to chase money in case, clean up base, pick up the pace. I'm about to chase money in case, clean up base. Got a convoy if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it, going live good is a show. Got a convoy if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it, going live good is a show. Feel the pain.
The pitching staff is pressed to step up their game.
League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Vladimir Gutierrez, the Cuban-born. Now at the plate is DeAndre Stevenson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, DeAndre.
Pitch on the way.
Stevenson.
Hit out towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Next, it'll be T.J. Friedl looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Here's a ball hit high down the right field line. This ball has a chance, and it is gone.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
That is good. The second baseman, Mike.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. Comes into play here at 273 with 19 homers, 56 runs batted in, and it's fouled away. Gillespie, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level. Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. He's falling behind now, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
1-1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Morrison leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Into right field, that's a base hit. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now.
Hey, if this pitcher's going to live in the outer half of the plate, then you're going to have to dive out there and get it, and that's exactly what he did. Hey, that's a heck of a job right there, going the other way after seeing 3 pitches on the outer half.
1-1 to count. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The set and the 2-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with.
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. In to score is the runner from first. Game.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to attack on.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. So 3 runs on 3 hits. Last half of the second set to go, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Errol Robinson.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Batting done.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. In there, and it's even at 1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
DeAndre Stevenson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Got him. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working on the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Grounded up the first baseline. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the big left-handed bat of Logan Morrison.
Nope.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, no runner. Eat it, eat it.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
In now, Narciso Crook. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He singled in his first AB.
Oh, that's
2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. Morrison aboard here at first with nobody out. Grounded back up the middle. The second for 1. On to first, and they... And now in the box, Brantley Bell. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman, Brantley.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And there's a base hit on the line.
No runner, cut home.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The knock's a knock.
Errol Robinson is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Fouled off. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go DeAndre Stevenson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 0-1 count and the pitch. Bell, the runner at first with 2 gone. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Set now for the bottom of the fifth. Digging in is the outfielder, T.J. Friedl. And you look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 2-0 count, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And now here is Mike Moustakas, who bounced out last time up. Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick to it of this as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Infield in the overshift here now, the pitch. Logan Morrison is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to give him safety the second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning. Number 54 enters from the bullpen to do the...
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so...
When you get to the AAA level, you know exactly how close you are to making the major leagues. Sean Casey, you know more than a little about that. You only had to spend 20 games at AAA before you got the call to the majors for the first time. What's it like being on the doorstep of the show?
Well, when you get to AAA, this is where you really want to impress because you know the next call-up is the big leagues, and that's what you've been dreaming about your whole life. So, you know, I think one thing when you get to AAA, there are a lot more veteran players, too. A lot of guys that have been up and down the big leagues, not so many young kids like there were in the lower levels. So it's definitely a different environment in AAA. But as a player, though, when you know you're there, you can start to sense like, okay, I just got to put up some good numbers. I got to be myself and play as hard as I can, and that next call is going to be the big leagues, and that's where dreams are made.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
What's that you rockin'? Yeah, I know you've been hanging, and I know you've been hanging. What's that whip that you driving? What's that you rockin'? Don't you see them?
Time for baseball of the minor league. Now to the plate, Ji-hwan Bae. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Indians.
Here's the pitch.
The shortstop, Ji-hwan Bae.
Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Up next to stand in is Patrick Freese. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Gustavo Vaccaro is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Ready with another 0-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, O'Neill Cruz. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Hey, no outs now.
Here comes the 1-2. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw to first is in time for the first down. And here now is Wilmer Defoe. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hit out towards second. And that will find its way into right field for a 1-out single. To the plate now, Troy Stokes. And he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Stokes is most often found defending in the outfield, but he can also play third base as he is in this one today. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. He's running. Got him swinging. The throw. It's high, but he comes down with it to make the tag as he's cut. So now into the box is Blake Sabol. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games.
Inside, ball 1.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
2 balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Really punched him up there, but he'll stay alive as he fights this one foul. 2-2.
Straight up, straight up.
Pops this one up. Rooker is there for it.
I got it.
1 out. And now Joe Hudson comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Number 17.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
0-2.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Sammy Ciani is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2.
I got the count.
Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Another try at 2-2.
Two down.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Ji-hwan Bae. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Core backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Next to hit is Patrick Freese. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1-0. Starting to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Now back.
Standing in now, Gustavo Vaccaro as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. Working for the punch-out and the offering.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. At the plate, O'Neill Cruz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
The next 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Reined in. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And set to go is the second baseman, Wilmer Difo.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Into the box now, Joe Hudson. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Kerrigan is there, 2 gone. So next to hit is Sammy Siani. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Now to the plate, here is Ji-hwan Bae. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Nobody here, nobody.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Ball. First here.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Patrick Freese comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And that'll get down for a base hit. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a flare down the line. In there, a base hit.
Here you go, relay.
And he is in there.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding the ball.
He's making it nearly impossible. Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of
fourth.
This young player has been flying up prospect rankings, drawing attention from scouts and from baseball media. Why all the attention now? And at what point can we know we're no longer just looking at a hot minor leaguer on a streak and we're onto something more?
Well, he's getting the attention because he deserves it. Listen, you know, at some point when you put a lot of hard work in, as he has, it's obvious, and then the success comes with it. The statistics are lining up with what everybody sees, the scouts in the stands. Everybody has some sort of evaluation on the minor leaguers, and specifically with his talent. I think it's just a matter of enjoying what he's done. And once you see a player that starts believing in it, and I believe that we're seeing that with this player, I think it just really just grows, right? And it gets better and better. Their ability to understand.
Minor League Baseball on the show for you. So now here is Jack Shartner, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The designated hitter.
Now here's the first offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And there's one gone to begin the evening. So next to bat will be number 62, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away. Next, it'll be Miles Cochran, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So now to the plate, David Bodie. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. We'll have to press pause as that strike three to retire the side. New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Donnie DeWeese. 0-1 count and the pitch. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Come on, guys.
And he got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
Hey, last pitch was 94, then you pull a string. 13 miles an hour slower right there. 81 miles an hour. You get guys in a rocking chair when you can add and subtract like that.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinding out a nice knob.
Number 66 stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Rivas stands at first with 1 out. And he struck him out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And another foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This pitch is popped up. Gillespie into foul territory. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
On the ground to third. Scooped up. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. That'll bring up Tony Walters as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at-bat at a time.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jack Shartner. 0 for 1 here in the early going. 1-0 the count. 1-1.
1-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Count is 2-1.
The 2-1 home. Rounded slowly to the left side. He's right there. Throw gets him. 2 down. So stepping in is number 62. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they go down without a whimper. First pitch on its way. Miles Cochran is in to start things off here as he looks at a cold strike. It's 0-1. And that finds the target. Nothing in 2 now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
David Bote is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Donnie Deweese will be next, and it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. There's ball 4.
Take your base.
Digging in next, Donnie Deweese looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Kerrigan is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next to hit, Alfonso Rivas singled in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1. Behind 0-2 now. Grounded softly to the right. Oh, look at the sliding stop in time. So no runs, no hits, no errors. So here is number 66. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0. Tony Walters is on deck. 3-1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Hit on the ground out to short. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in. Jack Shartner grounded out in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kerrigan gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Now into the box, number 62. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Yeah, and it's usually demoralizing, Matty, when the top of the order, so-called best hitters, are shut down. But you know what? We can't expect them to carry us every single day. Somebody in the southern part of this order has got to step up and get this offense rolling.
Miles Cochran is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, he's swinging a pitch that bad, not good.
3-2 now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. First pitch of the AB on its way. Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward right center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. So now to the plate, Donnie Deweese, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
So he got him swinging. Donnie Deweese becomes the first out of the inning. Alfonso Rivas is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Lifted down the line in left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
5-0 finish tonight. St. Paul.
Don't worry, you're gonna be happy.
This is a guy we've talked about before, and he's getting a lot more attention lately, really rising up the prospect ranks. Mike Lowell is with me. Mike, you went from 20th round pick to top 100 prospect to a 4-time MLB All-Star. What is it like when you start getting more attention as a prospect?
Well, it's a good feeling because you know you're doing something right, and the organization and people in the industry are really taking notice. However, I think it comes with an added pressure. And how you deal with that pressure, I think, really determines your future, short-term and long-term. For me specifically, I felt like, okay, the attention is great, but I got to really focus on what I've been doing that got me to this point. So I almost wanted to tune it out, focus on my craft, focus on my preparation for each game, and try to maintain that consistency. So that good news that I got and those good numbers I was putting up could basically keep that winning.
Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep fighting today. That smile will come one day.
Not exactly ideal baseball. So now into the box is Bryant Packard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. And that misses ball 1. Yeah, if you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, I know they dropped the first 3 games of this road trip, but you got to find a way to shower it off. I always said that when I left the field, after I took that shower after the game, it's got to go down the drain. That game has got to go away. They find themselves in an...
Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. Striding in is Mark Wood. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, you don't need us to tell you. It's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up. And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. We've played an inning. Still nothing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Kirilloff has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Now the first pitch.
The first baseman.
Jerry Gonzalez stands in as he looks at a called strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he falls behind 0-2. Gillespie is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. Then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Riddle is there, and the side is retired.
3 out. You're out.
And next to hit is the catcher, Grayson Greiner. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command, and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And there's one away. In now, Danny Woodrow.
The right fielder.
Here's a pop-up now, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The average coming in at 266, 2 home runs and 23 driven in. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kerrigan is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Now here's the first offering.
The shortstop.
Isaac Paredes is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. This is foul right side. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Outside ball. Three balls, 1 strike.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Santiago in foul ground, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball. Now to bat, Bryant Packard. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Fouled off. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Packard carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
The 0-2 once more. There's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Hey, get yourself right here.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Nobody.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Riddle gathers it in, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Next, here is Riley Green. Runner at first to start the inning, and Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Next up is Mark Wood. He bounced out last time up.
That's the ball.
They start him out with a slider, good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. All even now, 2-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Triston Casas. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
That's inside. That's the ball.
Inside with what looked like the slurve, 1-0.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's the first out. Digging in will be Jeriel Gonzalez. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate. Circle change, too low.
1 ball, no strike.
A ball and a strike now. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And there's out number 2. Up next, Chad Setio. Flied out in his first at-bat, so maybe 0 for 1 so far. No balls and a strike to count. Now the pitch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big...
Well, the play's been made, and with it... Stepping in once again is Grayson Greiner. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Into the box, Danny Woodrow flew out last time up.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Next to dig in, Isaac Paredes. He flew out in his last debut. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Count is 1-2 now.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
And that is through into right field for a single. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Swing and a line drive, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Paredes is off at first with 2 away. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Riley Green.
You got to tip your hat to some great pitching out on the mound and some exceptional defense. It has really made this an absolute tough game to score any runs in. But the bottom line is you just have to put somebody on first base. Just get the defense on their toes just a little bit and see if you can scratch a run across.
Mark Wood is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jeriel Gonzalez. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. 1 ball, no strikes to count. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. At the plate now, Chad Setio. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue.
Rounded back up the middle. There's one. On to first to complete the double play. At the plate now is Danny Woodrow. He grounded out last time up. And that misses for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Men on third with 2 down. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. So no runs here on 2. Juan Minaya comes on looking for a save. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. St. Paul. Gillespie.
Sometimes dreams do come true. This player is about to get the chance that millions only dream of. The chance to see if he's got what it takes.
Back at it here on MLB Central. And before the break, we talked a little bit about an exciting prospect who has made his way to the major leagues. Minor league podcaster Ben Gelman has been covering him for a long time, and he joins us now. Ben, thanks for coming on. How did you become interested in his journey?
Well, first off, I'm glad to be here, Robert. You know, I followed the draft.
With the season approaching its final stretch, the manager calls for heightened focus from his players.
Saturday Night Baseball as we welcome you to Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Minnesota Twins. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as we get set for a pretty... And now Now the first pitch. Colton Wong is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Roll. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them in and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
And there's one gone to start the night. Digging in now for the Brewers, Tyrone Taylor. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. In is Christian Yelich. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end. First offering on its way. Abisail Garcia is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Gillespie is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. His performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he should be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out. Now it'll be Narvaez. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
First pitch on its way.
The first baseman, Daniel Vogelbach.
The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Here's the first pitch to him. Willie Adames is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Adames absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Travis Shaw is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
3-0 to him now. In there, 3-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Inside, he misses ball 4. Luis Urias comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
3-0 now. Brewers shortstop ahead with a 3-1 count.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Luis Urias goes down for out number 2 in the top half. No balls and 1 strike. Line drive to center field. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee. Into the box, Tyrone Taylor, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. And it's 1-1. Shaw at second, Wong at first, 2 out in the inning.
1 ball.
A little indecisive with that swing as he waves through it. Weak grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Infield in the overshift here now. The pitch. Christian Yelich is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you'll have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So here's Avisail Garcia. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. A ball and no strikes. Fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Now this is foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away. Stepping in next, Narvaez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
0-1.
0-1 the count. Now here it comes. Strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the... All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And here comes the first baseman, Daniel Vogelbach. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Lifted in the air to center. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out. In now the Brewers DH, Willy Adames. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to the Brewers DH.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Struck him out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Bouncer to the left side, right to Donaldson. Over to first, and that retires the side. And that'll bring forth Luis Urias to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center.
Mine.
Buxton is right there, 1 down. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Colton Wong. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Hit back up the middle. Gordon gathers it in on the first, and there were 2 down. Next for Milwaukee, Tyrone Taylor. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Swing and a ground ball to third. Donaldson's there. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is... And here's Christian Yelich now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. So here is Avisaíl Garcia. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Hit hard to the right, but that'll land foul, strike 1. Gillespie is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings. And as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
So only the 2nd hit he's given up tonight.
Well, that's only the 2nd hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Buxton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. High leverage at bat here, and standing in, it'll be Daniel Vogelbach. And a big at bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Tyler Duffy has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to...
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom.
A rookie has a lot of expectations on them, and a lot of that comes from how they performed in the minors. You're Cliff Floyd, you know that. You know as well as anybody what you did in the minors. When you get to the show, it's meaningless.
Yeah, you can throw it in the trash, I'm telling you. It's just, you know what, you learn at the AAA level, but when you get to the big leagues,